Thanks for letting us record this. It's policy. Either we record this here or we have to go back to the station.
Thank you. We're good. Go ahead, detective.
Right. Miss Styles, we just have a couple of routine questions about the incident.
You mean the murder of my late husband?
Yes. If you could walk us through the night in question.
It was Richard's birthday dinner.
Chicken tastes better, Belinda.
I'll talk to Katrina about it.
What's the use of having a cook if she can't cook?
I actually think it's pretty good.
You would. Never had any taste.
I'm done for the night, Mr. Styles.
Did Stevenson confirm the changes?
Yes, sir. I forwarded her reply to your email.
Brain break is always happen. I owe you a raise.
Thank you, sir. Happy birthday.
She's worth 10 of any of you.
And that's when you left?
Yes, I went straight home.
Can anyone confirm that?
Well, they saw me leave. And Katrina was coming in to pick up her check when I left. She saw me go.
What were the changes he referred to with Stevenson?
Stevenson is his lawyer. I think it had to do with money.
You're not getting a penny out of me tonight.
But Daddy, please.
Not another word. I swear if I hear another peep out of either of you, I'm cutting you off completely.
Did he often make threats like that?
All the time.
He was so dramatic
But he
about money.
didn't really mean it. He was really generous. Don't speak ill of the dead. Oh my God. I can't believe he's dead.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Just like The Office, right? No, okay, fine. Daddy wasn't really generous. He was always threatening to write us out of his will.
Not us. Well, barely us.
Really, our brother Ethan. Oh, right. Daddy hated Ethan.
Never could hold your liquor, boy.
He's just had a little too much to drink.
No. I've had enough. The way you treat us. Me. Your own family. You're just a greedy old man that likes to watch us suffer. I'd rather be those things than be weak like you. Get him out of my sight!
Yeah, we got into a fight that night. It wasn't our first. When I get a little drink in me, I talk with my fist.
Have your fights ever escalated?
If you're asking me if I went to my father's room and stabbed him to death, I didn't.
Excuse me for asking, but can anyone confirm that?
I can. I was with my husband all night. My husband may drink, detective, but he is not a murderer.
Has your husband's drinking ever caused problems between you?
I will never hurt my wife, detective.
That's one trait he didn't inherit from his father.
What are you up to?
What are you talking about?
I know you. I know when something's going on.
You're imagining things.
No, I'm not. It's that girl, isn't it?
your assistant. Are you fucking her?
I'm going to bed. Indigestion.
My brother is a real piece of shit.
Or was. He was a piece of shit. Manipulative, greedy, mean, wife-beating, you name it. Very rich. His family was just waiting for him to die. He had a heart thing. Probably would have been dead in the next decade. And then they'd all be free. Except for the, what do you call it? Generational trauma. But I didn't kill him. I had no reason to, except that we absolutely hated each other. What was the question?
Where were you when he died?
Oh, right. I sat with Belinda for a few hours and he went upstairs for bed. Belinda can confirm that.
I was reading in the dining room, and that's when Belinda found him.
Good to see you again, Detective Faraday. And?
This is my new partner, Detective Jones. It's his first case. I'm letting him take the lead.
Nice to meet you. Victim died at approximately 11 p.m., stabbed through the heart.
Any prints on the murder weapon?
Nope, wiped clean. There was something weird about the wound, though.
What is it?
I don't want to say until I'm sure.
Alright. Keep your secrets. Where do you want to start, Rookie? First, who benefits from this death?
Mr. Stiles, my client, recently updated his will. And by recently, I mean the day of his death. It was quite a shock, I must admit, but it was not my place to argue. You can read the new terms here. As you can see, instead of leaving his estate and business to his wife and children as expected, he decided to leave it all to...
You fucking scheming.
Who the fuck do you think you are? How dare you come to this house? And I will wreck you up! You fuck my dad!
Do you have any idea Mr. Stiles had decided to leave all of the money to you, Heather?
No. I had sent an updated will to his lawyer, that's true, but I didn't know. Everyone thought the money went to his children.
Not his wife.
She was his second wife. She wasn't even the wife or the mother of his children. He was going to divorce her.
He told you that?
I would like to speak to my lawyer, please.
The press are going to have a field day. We need to wrap this case up quickly. What do you got, Jones?
It's complicated, Chief. Everyone has a motive. His daughters were running out of money and he was starting to cut them off. His son was an abusive drunk and he hated his father. And his wife suspected him of having an affair with his assistant. Well, she just inherited millions.
Well, she didn't know that.
She says she didn't know that, but we can't be for sure.
What about alibis?
His daughters are each other's alibis, his son's wife is his alibi, and the victim's sister is his wife's alibi. The only one who doesn't have an alibi is...
The assistant. She's the one then. We just need evidence.
Sorry to interrupt.
You might want to see this. What does this mean?
He wasn't stabbed?
He was stabbed, but after death. Turns out the real cause of death was poisoning, arsenic. He was stabbed post-mortem.
What is...
Jones, I think we need to do one last interview. I think I did it.
You're welcome.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to us today. You see, we recently learned that the deceased was not actually stabbed to death, but he was poisoned. If you remember, Mr. Stiles complained about the taste of his food that night.
Chicken tastes better, Belinda.
Nobody else noticed that taste. But who could have administered the poison? The cook, Katrina. she was out for the night, only to return after dinner to pick up her paycheck.
Katrina was coming in to pick up her check when I left.
Later, Richard died in his bedroom, alone, while the murderer had plenty of time to carefully plan an alibi. Then, after he was already dead, somebody went in there and stabbed him to draw attention away from the fact that he was poisoned. Because somebody had to have access to the body before anybody else did. For instance, the person who found the body.
Now, I think you found out your husband was going to leave you for his pretty young assistant.
And I also think you knew that he was going to take all his money with him. And you couldn't stand that. So you killed him out of jealousy.
Jealousy? You think I was jealous of that girl?
Were you?
Richard wasn't a good man. He wasn't a good husband, for that matter. But I was his wife. And I made a vow. And I was able to handle him and all his moods. I saw how he was with that girl, Heather. It was like he had been with me. But you see, she was a child. She didn't know what men were like. She didn't know what he was like. She's barely grown. He was going to take her life, her happiness away, just like he did mine. She needed protection.
Is that what you did? You protected her? I have to remind you that anything you say is being recorded. Mrs. Stiles, please answer the question. Did you kill your husband?
I actually think... I'm sorry.
Good. And then just cut.
It's raining. Cold. Storm.
On day 2.
It's a wrap on day 2, and it's on time.
What?
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap, baby.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Cut! Guys, that's